It's been 1 year of 5G and we're right here again at the India Mobile Congress. India's 5G story has gone to a rocket pace, and just to take that journey forward and to showcase how we are powering India's tomorrow, we are going to take you on a journey of what we all are showcasing. I'm Sujana Chaudhary and this is Madhukar, and we're going to take you on a fantastic tour on what we're showcasing at this year's IMC. So Madhukar, what do you have for us?
The theme of our showcase at IMC this year is Powering India's Tomorrow, 5G and Beyond. Of course, it has been an exciting first 12 months of 5G in India.
Absolutely.
And Ericsson has had a great role in rolling out 5G towards the people for India. So today we are going to take you on a journey, show you different zones that we have. We'll start with the first zone where we talk about how we are driving India forward. Here at this year's India Mobile Congress, we have a demo which is called Kavach, which we are doing in partnership with HBL and Indian Railways. So let's talk through it. Shall we come over? So Kavach is a very, very interesting technology. It's called Train Collision Avoidance System, where there is signaling happening between trains and the stations, so that you can avoid collisions between them. Especially incidents like Balasore, which happened very recently, those things can be avoided if the latency is really reduced. So far, the system has been using UHF, but what we are doing now with Ericsson, we are putting that communication between those stations and the locals happening on LTE. The movement authority update was happening in 2 seconds, but now it can be reduced to 50 milliseconds, which means trains become a lot more safer.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, from here, let's go over to 6G and let's see, what we have here. So here we have a very interesting use case around 6G zero energy devices. We have a shirt here which is embedded with thousands of sensors. So we are working on 6G zero energy devices. All of these sensors are made with a special material which is molybdenum disulfide. It is able to tap into radio energy and convert that into electrical energy to power those sensors.
So since these sensors are very small, how do they actually get the power? So are we saying that in the future they're going to get the power from the network?
Yes, from the radio network. So when they catch the radio network, that it is able to convert that into power, and therefore the sensors become powered. And the fact is that especially for sports activities or for say medical conditions where you want to monitor how a person is moving, how it is impacting his health condition. So all these things can be very useful. If you look at this picture, for example, so this is say the ground truth, where a person, where what is the condition he is in when he's wearing a sensor-enabled shirt. But then there is a prediction of what's going to happen. So with that data, you are able to predict how this person is going to be positioned. So and what kind of actions can be taken. So 6G is still evolving. There's a long way to go, but we are already at the forefront of researching on 6G.
We're started on the journey and let's see where it'll go.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, time to move on to the next step.
Exactly. Let's go on to the next one. So this is where we talk about the future of communications, and the demo that we are calling here is called Ericsson 4D Replay.
All right, Madhukar. So it's already the Cricket World Cup happening in India, and I think the next demo that we have is sure to be really interesting to all cricket fans and even sports enthusiasts for that matter.
Yeah.
So what are we showing here?
Oh yeah, the cricket fever is really on. So yeah, what we are showing here is something that we call as 4D Replay. Okay. So this is what we are showing here, and what it provides is an immersive experience with 5G. So let me show you, how this works.
Yeah.
So for example, there is a sports person, I'm holding a cricket bat here, but it can be any sport, for example, basketball or anything else. But when I am here, I take a pose, and there are millions of people watching me as cricket fans watching Cricket World Cup, and I play a shot like this. Yeah, so during live broadcasting, people are really looking for immersive content. They want to see how the angle, what is the angle that it looks like, from different angles. What is the kind of experience? What is the view that they are getting? So when I played this shot, all this was captured in 360-degree using this great camera setup that we have with this demo, and then we are able to time slice it, which means that the viewer can view it from different angles. And while playing that shot, while the broadcaster is broadcasting it, we can change the angle and see how it is looking from different angles. If you look at the screen over there, I think, there we have, the shot that I played. So we can see that how the broadcaster is able to provide that from different angles and that is the kind of immersive experience sports is being offered in. So that was cricket. Let's look at the startup 5G ecosystem approach.
Right. But now you're moving from cricket to where exactly? I mean, how can something be more interesting than cricket?
Well, when we talk about 5G, we also talk about the whole ecosystem and what are startups doing there.
Right.
So we are talking about 3 use cases here, what we can do with the startup 5G ecosystem. So we look at the short term, and here we are talking about a use case called AI game path optimization over 5G. So here we are showing that how you can use technology to identify the best path that you should take for to reach a gaming server.
Okay.
Which basically means that there is improvement in latency from say around 340 milliseconds without the optimization to 277 milliseconds, which is with the optimization.
Yeah, but what does that mean in plain English? If I am a gamer, right? So how does this technology really help me? Does that mean I can play more complex games but on the cloud, or?
Yeah, it basically means that you can play the games faster, you can react faster. This may not seem like a lot of difference, but then for gamers, every millisecond counts for them.
Right.
So it's going to be a much better experience for them, especially when they play multiplayer games or they play games on the cloud.
Right.
The second use case that we have here is about volumetric experiences. So we're talking about a scenario where you could be sitting at your home, but joining a virtual concert. So using a VR headset, you are in a concert, you can see the singer here, you can also see your fellow participants, and you can see the concert, experience it, and also dance along.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then this is the final one where we talk about XR location-based services at a city scale.
Right.
We're talking about a city here, which has there are multiple buildings here, but there is a possibility of broadcasters or publishers providing their ads on different buildings.
Wow.
For that, you need permission from the building owners.
So but now if somebody wants to give ads, right, on buildings, they actually have to go out and buy outdoor billboards. So what essentially you're saying with this is that process is digitized? Or?
No, not that process.
Oh,
so what we are saying is, for this to happen, the operator, the regulators, the government, the building owners, everybody needs to come together. So startup 5G is not like a one-player play or single monetization. It's an ecosystem that needs to come together to make it work.
Yeah. So when they all come together, that's when we can realize the true value of connectivity.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. Simply marvelous.
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah, let's go over to the real-life digital twin. We just talked about digital twins at a city scale more as a concept, but we see a lot of it already happening. Let's go over there.
So, Madhukar, I'll need your help because I can see a lot of things happening on the screen and I'm not so sure what it's all about. All I can see is it's about real-life digital twin. So I'm going to need your expertise to get through this.
Yeah, I'm really excited talking about real-life digital twin, especially because this is the one where we are bringing the cyber and the physical worlds together, combining them together. So far, we've seen we are able to track connected things, things which have sensors or SIMs. You can track them. But this is a very, very special case developed by Ericsson, where we can see non-connected things also being tracked. So if you see, all those blue people that you see here, they are real people. Me and you, we are being tracked over there. We have the iPads which are connected. They are of course being tracked there. But then, we people who are not connected here, we are also being tracked in the system.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we are all brought together in this digital twin of this space. So this is the real space. What you're seeing on the screen is a digital twin. Not only are we visible together, but we are all connected together as well. As you can see that there is a small AGV there, which is moving along. It is an autonomous robot. It's not here physically, but it's there in the digital world. But now what it is doing is that it has been programmed to move from point A to B. But depending on the people who are there, and for example, if we are blocking its way, it will stop. Because it sees that this cannot work because there are people here. So that's what's happening around here.
So even if there's something which is there in the digital world, they're able to recognize anything in the physical world and then reprogram and move accordingly. In this case, being an AGV.
Exactly. So the digital objects can track real people and they can tune their movement accordingly. What this means is, especially with manufacturing setups or other sort of industrial setups, the physical and the cyber systems, they are coming together, and there is a lot of information that you can process with it.
So what you're saying is the applications are many, right? And this technology is just a pathway to that journey.
Exactly.
And then making this all possible is the power of 5G.
Exactly. So the technology is already here. We are moving towards that area. It's more about the application that we see can make it possible. That also interests me to take you through the next one, which is advanced intelligent transport solutions, because that is an application of that same technology.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Madhukar, I can see a really interesting setup, and you said something about real life application of digital twin. What I can see, well, to the untrained eye, it looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. But as usual, I'll need your help to decipher what this technology is going to do.
No problem. We talked about the digital twin. This is a real life application of a digital twin. So what we see here is an intelligent transport safety solution. If you see at the cockpit, we can see that how a driver, we have a simulation here of how the driver can see what's happening and who are the different people who are around him.
Right.
And he can actually see all those people. So a person who's walking on the zebra crossing just next to the truck, he can be seen in the system itself, and therefore the driver gets it alert.
Wow. So you're saying even though we don't have a sensor or something on the person, we're still able to track them vis-a-vis from the digital twin system.
Absolutely, that's the beauty of the digital twin, because even the non-connected objects are being tracked, and that is how because not everybody who's on the street is going to have a sensor on him. But of course, you want them to be connected, and you want them to be safe, and that is where digital twin comes in. So in this zone of the industrial metaverse, we come to the next place where we want to make things safer for the people who are working there.
Wow, it looks like a mini mine.
Oh, exactly. This is a mine that we have created. So just for the purpose of India Mobile Congress.
Right.
So we have a partner Guard Hat here who's presenting how mines can be safer for the miners. So we have here a connected hat. So we have some people who are wearing those connected hats. So this hat provides alerts, especially when there are problems that the miners are facing. Especially when there is a fall or when there is a condition which is not safe for the miners, it provides alerts so that corrective action can be taken in those cases.
Yeah. So but people might be wondering why can't you use a normal phone to provide an alert? Say maybe you can call your manager and say, hey, I've had a problem. Why can't you just do that with normal technology? Why do you need this kind of a solution?
Mines are very, very difficult places to be in. Your normal phones won't work. You cannot communicate over your phone. But we need these specialized devices which are ruggedized for those conditions, which the miners can easily wear, and they can be safe and be connected.
Right. But what happens in case somebody has a fall, somebody has an accident? They might not be physically able to trigger the the helmet or the hat for that matter, which we're showcasing. So how does someone know that an incident has happened and somebody needs to step in to help at the earliest?
That is why the connected hat and similar other things that we have, for example, gas detection, leak detection, all those things are connected to a control room where people can see what's happening there and they are able to take action. The world of older hard hats is gone. We need to make it safer for people, so therefore we have the connected hard hats.
Let's get this out then.
Yes. We are at the end of our journey, but we've looked at how technology can improve lives, redefine business, but it's also pioneering a sustainable future.
Right.
This is where we talk about our net zero journey. What is Ericsson doing in terms of improving our carbon footprint? But then again, not just about our carbon footprint, but all of our solutions, whether it be our radio systems or the technology that we are building into our products and solutions, they are all towards how we can have something which is sustainable. Sustainable business is at the center of our vision, and therefore, we are totally committed to doing things in a sustainable way.
Right. So I see a number of initiatives that we're doing across the world. But is there something that we want to spotlight, what we're doing perhaps in India for that matter?
Yeah, we have over 100 use cases that we talk about here. And we have started a project in Philippines and Malaysia, which is around connected mangroves. But we have this in India as well.
Right.
So we have the Connected Mangroves project here, as you can see here. So this is something that we have recently initiated in Gujarat, along with the Aga Khan Foundation, and we have started planting mangroves in the Gujarat area. And not only have we started planting mangroves, it's not just about planting more mangroves, but it's also about making them connected, so that we can ensure that the fail rate is pretty low, and we can have mangroves that are connected. We get full information about them, and then they are really effective in protecting the coastal areas.
I think if you look at it, our inclusive journey and our sustainability mission, I think it's important to say that for us at Ericsson, it's a very core to what we do, and it's been a guiding North Star for us for so many years. And it's great to see that we're continuing this journey in not across so many locations in the world, and basically we're pioneering a better future.
Absolutely, this is a journey that we started. It's worked very well. We are now doing this in India, and surely this is not going to be the last one.
And as Madhukar rightly says, although we'll end our walkthrough here, but for us, connectivity is a journey, and we always look to powering India's tomorrow and doing amazing things both in India and across the world.
Yeah,
So-
and this was just a slice of what we have at the IMC booth this
It's like
year.
a very small
Yeah.
slice of what we have.
Yeah, so we would like to invite everyone to come and experience what we have for you.
I mean, if you can, there's no better way to experience, what all we do at Ericsson and how we're shaping the world. If you can, please do come over at IMC. If you can't, then anyways, we're posting these updates for you, so you can follow us and get to know all the action that is happening from the booth.
Thank you so much, Sujanu.
Thank you so much, Madhukar, for being very patient to my very everyday questions.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.